man, he's extremely experienced. He's got a lot of experience on the call for MMA fights. I used to listen to him on the radio all the time on ESPN radio, so really looking forward to being on the call with him.
Yeah, so Alvaro, he's 7-2 as an amateur. His most recent loss was against a real athletic Keith Ford, won all 5 rounds. He lost to Shane Subnowski early on back in 2017. Subnowski being an old collegiate football player, he's a pro now, coming off a big knockout win. And then every other fight he's won. He made his debut back in 2014. Man, he's been fighting as an amateur for a long time, close to 10 years. Didn't really take too much time off. I'd be surprised to see him go. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go pro here pretty soon. On the Tapology scorecards, he's number 1 ranked amateur middleweight in all of Texas. Lee Charles, number 3rd ranked.
Yeah, 3rd ranked in all of Texas. As you were talking about Lee Charles, 3 wins, 3 knockouts. Pretty quick fashion, too. He gets in and he gets the job done. Alvaro in the cage now. Hurtado representing ACS.
So there's no secret to Lee Charles' style. He likes to put hands on you and try to finish the fight standing. His last opponent, Christian Sanchez, was a good grappler, 1-0 with a submission, and he relentlessly tried to close the distance, scored some takedowns, but Lee Charles kept his composure, hit his get-ups and his takedown defense, and found a pretty brutal uppercut KO in the 3rd round. I remember that fight very well. Lee Charles is not an ideal opponent for anybody. He's big, he's physical, and he hits like a truck.
And he's going to have, I mean, Alvaro, just like everybody else from ACS, you got to hit him with the truck to take him out. He's just one of those real gritty guys, one of those guys who just shows so much heart and determination out there. So I'm curious to see how this fight goes.
Yeah, I've trained a few rounds with Lee. It's just funny how strong he is. Because, like, some guys are, like, rock solid chiseled and they look strong. Now, granted, Lee's a big dude, and he got some muscles on him, but he's not, like, super yoked.
Right.
But he's stronger than those guys. It's hard to explain. You can tell it's like an internal nervous system thing. But, man, this guy's got some real raw power to him. He's got a murderous demeanor, too, when he fights. He's patient. He stalks you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast, available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, is scheduled for 5 rounds. It is your main event for the Fury Amateur Series Middleweight Championship. Your main event is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Your judges at cage side, Patrick Petlon, Chance Williams, and Professor Joe Solis. And now Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the Fury! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed officially at 183.4 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 7 wins, only 2 defeats, representing American Combative Systems. This is Alvaro. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in at 182 pounds. Also fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 3 wins, no losses, representing the War Training Center. This is no refunds. Lee Charles. And now your referee, J.J. Alvaro, with the final championship instructions.
As we already know the rules, it's for the Fury middleweight amateur title. I expect a clean, fair fight. Protect yourself at all times. Always obey my instructions. Touch gloves.
All right, and we're on. Lee Charles is the 4th fighter out of war. They've gone 3-0 thus far tonight. Can Lee Charles put a cap and make this night undefeated for his team?
Put a nice little cherry on top with a belt. Alvaro comes out early with a high kick. Tries again, but overcommits and pays for it. Ends up in a bad spot now.
She didn't really set the kick up. I think Lee was maybe throwing a kick at the same time.
Like that second one, yeah.
Chopped that base out from underneath him. Again, one thing I love about the war coaching is their affinity for half guard. And even beyond side control is great. But it's just great.
Stay in that position and do
understanding
damage.
the MMA game, absolutely.
You see Alvaro trying to knee a little, or elbow to the thigh a little bit there to maybe cause some movement, but needs to be working to improve position, recover guard, recover half guard, start working his way back to an advantageous position. Instead of just hoping that elbowing the knee or thigh area will make your opponent move.
Yeah, and then, yeah, you're right. You're not really supposed to strike on bottom. To be fair, those are some decent elbows to the leg.
Very, very aggravating, and they will add up.
Lee had a cradle. Alvaro's fighting like this is a 1-round fight. This, in turn, is a 5-rounder.
Big time lift there to try to get the dump, but
Alvaro's fighting like he left a stove on.
Was able to get the outside trip there, get the takedown. Ooh, getting some good grounded pound action from Alvaro on top here. Seems to like this position. Using the head very well, that big head of hair.
Yeah, Lee's his head was up against the cage. That's a really uncomfortable, jammed up position. And Alvaro is doing the most of his time on top.
Under a minute left in this first round.
This has been a frenetic pace. Lee trying to create some space. Alvaro got
he's working hard, got the underhook, and he's able to make his way back to his feet as Lee.
Good high kick from Alvaro, good jabs from Lee. That right uppercut's one of Lee's better shots. Nice low kick there from
Alvaro shoots in.
Big sprawl there from
Really
Lee.
thought he had the takedown there, but big sprawl from Lee. He's able to get those hips out of the way. See if he can land some shots at the end of the round here. Body kick from Alvaro. Tries again for the takedown to end the round. Does not quite get it. Heavy pace there in the first round from both of these fellas. Let's see if Alvaro can maintain that for the remainder of the 4 rounds we have left.
You see Nico Echeverri there with Alvaro. Nico known for a pace, but I mean, that's usually a personal attribute. It's not really a team attribute.
Yeah, that's something that isn't shared across the board with all teammates, you know. It's something that individually you can kind of hone and fine-tune and make better for yourself, but that's something that is your personal endeavor to get intense cardio like that. I was always have pride in cardio. That was one thing that I prided myself on because I never wanted to get outworked, but I may not be as good as or have as many weapons as my opponent, but you won't outwork me. That was always the philosophy.
Yeah, that's important too. And now granted, that first round was awesome. That pace was high.
I mean,
we'll see if Alvaro can maintain it.
Like you said, fighting like he left the stove on. Round 2 about to be underway here. Good body kick there from Lee. Ooh.
Good little 2-piece combo from Alvaro right there. And a right hook, left hook action. Oh, big
A
combo.
couple more big shots there.
Oh, and Lee just fires a short right hand.
Drops Alvaro.
Drops him with a counter punch.
Right back into the scrambling of wrestling here is Alvaro.
Heavy hips there from Lee Charles.
Yeah.
Stuff in the head.
Turning the corner now.
Framing.
Back up to their feet. Alvaro might be on autopilot. That's the danger of coming in with those big shots like that, unloading with the looping punches. He fired that straight down the middle and was able to drop them. What an exciting main event so far.
Jeez.
A couple more big shots back in for the takedown. But not finding very much success with the takedown is Alvaro.
So this is that pacing sustainability from Alvaro here. I mean, he's just throwing everything at Lee Charles, and he's having success, but I mean, he's got to do this for some time.
Charles looks like Lee looking for the 10-finger guillotine here. Yes, sir.
One of their pro teammates finished the fight with this a few months back, and it's a team staple now. You just use your hips to push the back of their head right into the forearm.
He's staying with it. Decides to let go.
Big right hand from Lee. Alvaro with a tight guard, pressuring forward, eats a jab, beats another jab. The guys are exchanging.
Back a couple punches of his own.
What a great fight this main event's turned into. Heavy hips there again from Lee, big shot.
Yeah,
Alvaro using the cage to kind of stack Lee's hips together.
Big strikes, and he's back in for the takedown again.
Got him up. Didn't quite get him down.
Big rip there from Lee.
Oh, big right hand from Lee and a jab.
Landing a couple big shots, making Alvaro cover up. 20 seconds left here in round 2. Up 10 seconds. Looks like we're going to find ourselves to a round 3.
Man, what a round, what a fight.
Great action from both fellas there in round 2.
I'd love if we could catch a highlight of that flurry and then counter punch that dropped him. So it actually happened, I believe, before this. Alvaro hits a big hook and just flurries.
Right here against the cage.
And then watch short hand bank.
Right there, sits him down for just a second. Immediately right back into the wrestling. But still, that's enough. Hit the little reset button. That's enough to score with the judges.
Oh, yeah. And in Lee's last fight, it was a grueling fight, much like this. Less activity on the hands, but more wrestling. And Lee was actually able to find an uppercut early through the third round in his last fight. So Lee's felt like this before. And Alvaro being 7-2, this being his 10th amateur fight, maybe his like 4th or 5th title fight.
Yeah.
He's no stranger to this position either.
Alvaro ready to go, inching a little closer. Right back to the movement, jab, double jab.
Good jab there from Alvaro. I mean, he's still got some pop.
Yeah, you see Lee a little more flat-footed, looking a little bit more. But still, Alvaro, a little bit of head movement, but not really making his way inside with that head movement, just kind of standing there at range doing it.
Another big entry there from Alvaro, but Lee just pushes him off. Snappy high kick there. Guys exchange jabs. I mean, this is a Very competitive fight. Both guys not willing to give an inch. Another big combo there from Alvaro, but man, Lee wears these shots well. Finds a big left hand over the top. Both guys exchange again. I mean, what a firefight.
Yeah, about a minute and a half left.
You're seeing Alvaro shoot less, and I think he was just getting stuffed so hard every time.
And we decided to
realized it wasn't
retreat
worth the energy,
from
yeah.
that game plan, yeah.
But man, both guys, I mean, the pacing slowed a bit naturally, but both guys look still pretty good.
Yeah, I was just thinking going into, if we get out of this round, going into our championship rounds, both guys are still looking pretty fresh, but I would give a slight edge just as of now to Alvaro, I would think. He's just a little more bounce, a little more pep in his step.
Yeah, he's throwing more. I wouldn't say he's landing more, but he's definitely throwing more.
A little more active.
It's almost like Lee's quality over Alvaro's quantity. A little jab, right as shot. Jab sent him away.
Shut that down real quick.
Final stretch here, this third round, 30 seconds left. Oh, big combo again. Oh, but return.
Return with a body shot.
Nice little dig to the body. Nice combo there from Lee. Return back from Alvaro. I mean, again, guys just not willing to let the other one score for free.
Little tit for tat on the leg kicks there. I can kick you too.
All right, one quote I love. If you want to be champion, we got to see how you fight in these championship rounds.
Going into these last two rounds, these are the championship rounds. These are the ones where the championships are won and lost.
As a pro, I only had one 5-rounder for a title, finished in the first round, but I was ready to go all 5. I wanted to see the 4th and or 5th round.
I've been 5 rounds twice in my amateur career, 2 title fights. The first one was the first time I had ever gone out of the first round.
Oh.
Had no idea what that was even like. So going to the stool after that was interesting. But yeah, these are the ones that kind of make or break you. You get to these 5-round wars, you win a title at the end of it, you know you're pretty much ready for that next level. I can go the full 15 minutes, high pace, high volume, with the title on the line. That's what these fellas are doing right now. So championship round number 4, here we go, underway. Looping left hook there of Alvaro. Had a little zip on it.
Lee's got a little bit better movement here in this round. Good head movement. Kind of rolling with the punches there. Nice little uppercut hook combo there from Lee.
Good defense there from Alvaro. Shelled up nicely.
Big right hand there from Lee. So right there, Lee throws one right-handed, lands it. Alvaro throws 3 hooks, and they kind of get glanced.
Like you said, quality over quantity.
Yeah. Good jab there from Lee. Alvaro just out of range on his jab.
Good combination.
Nice combo there from Lee, in and out. Alvaro crashing in with some punches of his own, doing his own damage. These guys sweating up a storm.
Ooh. Alvaro going for the big shots. Lee just pushes him off.
Faced him out of there.
Not right now, man. Ooh, looks for the old Anderson Silva. Just misses.
Good jab there from Alvaro. You hear Lee's coaches calling for just a bit more volume, and I agree with that. Now, granted, his volume's not bad. The strikes, the quality's good.
But I think Alvaro's doing so much, it looks like he's outworking him.
Yeah, you said it before I could. It's absolutely true. You know, it's those big flurries. Even though nothing really landed too clean, it still looks good. It scores.
All right, we're gonna find ourselves in the 5th and final round. Another just narrow miss. Good right hand. Good little exchange to end the round there.
This is a close fight, you know. I forget which round it was. Lee was able to drop him. Maybe the second round.
I think that was the second round. Yes,
but other than that, every round has been razor close.
And final championship round. Who you got? Who's got Alvaro Hurtado? Or you ride with no refunds, Lee Charles. This is it for the Fury Amateur Series Middleweight Championship.
Yeah, this is it, last round. Who wants it more? Who's going to be the one to put the kind of the seal on the envelope here, wrap it up, and make the judges give it in their favor?
Both guys coming out of good camps. They both had teammates on the card. You can tell both guys really prepped hard for a 5-round title fight.
Who knows? We may find ourselves getting a finish in this last round. Here we go. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, kick was landed a little funny.
Yeah.
Alvaro had to find his footing. Stiff jab. I like how Lee just
pushes him,
just gets in there and just shoves him out of range. Good in and out movement there from Alvaro. Both guys still got good pop.
Crowd getting involved here.
Good right hook there from Alvaro. You know, both guys, if they've both been hit a bunch, neither of them looks like it at all. They're both wearing these shots well.
Yep.
It's always nice when you got your teammates.
Oh, yeah.
Support. Getting chants from both sides.
Now we have a chant battle underway. I love it. Minute and a half left in this fight. One of these guys has got to take over. Pretty close fight all the way through.
Lee's thrown that front kick a few times now, coming up just a hair short.
Narrowly missed a few times now.
Yeah, this very well could be 2-2 going into the 5th and final.
Yeah, this might be the one. The determining round. Someone's got to steal the round here in the last minute.
That's where volume is key right now. You tell him you got a 45-second sprint.
Big shot from Lee Charles.
That's smart. He needed
about
that.
35 seconds left. If he can maintain this position and control this to the rest of the fight, I think he may have sealed the deal right there.
You know, if you tell him, you know, give me one takedown to win this 5-round fight, you'll catch yourself a motivated wrestler.
Absolutely, and no better time to have it happen in the last 30 seconds of the fight. Leave that as the last thing the judges see going into a very close fight.
Alvaro's looking for a Kimura. I think it's a little late.
Time. All right.
Good fight from these guys.
All right, it's in the hands of the judges now. We'll see what they determine here in just a few minutes. Real close fight.
Can Alvaro Hurtado bring another belt home to ACS, or did Lee Charles do enough to give the clean sweep to the War training facility? Good fight from both guys, good main event. Both came in shape. So looking back at it, I remember Lee had some top control time in round 1. I think he got the knockdown in round 2.
Yeah, right there, boom.
Yeah, right there. We just ran on the highlights. And then 5th round, I know we scored that double leg. Could be 3-2 Lee Charles, but that's a close fight.
Yeah, very close. Like I said, man, there's a few of those fights where you just would hate to be a judge, and this is one of those ones where it comes down to there's a title on the line, and it's the narrowest of margins. And it understandably could go this way or it could go that way. But I'm a believer that the takedown there at the end, the knockdown, some of the kick knockdown, kind of a funky situation with the kick, but he did get the knockdown off of it. So I don't know. We'll see, though. I'm glad I'm just on the commentary table.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The scores of 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46. Your winner and new Fury Amateur Series middleweight champion. No refunds, Lee Charles!
That was a great title fight. Congratulations to Lee Charles. Awesome performance from him. Great performance from Alvaro.
Yeah,
good fight.
Alvaro's got nothing to be ashamed of here, man. He fought a good fight. He came out, put it all on the line. Lost a close fight, but he's right there at the top of where he needs to be for an amateur,
How do you feel about the way that fight played out?
I feel great because I come from nothing, and to do something with myself, it means a lot to me.
It means a lot to a lot of people, I assure you. You started from nothing, but now you're here. What do you have to say to anybody that was expecting a different outcome than the one we got tonight?
If you were expecting a different outcome, so good, and that's it. No refunds either.
No refunds either.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Fury Amateur Series middleweight champion, no refunds, Lee Charles!
Congratulations to Lee Charles. Congratulations to War. Make it 4-0 for the night.
Sweet little cherry on top with the belt there.
Don't forget, we're in Dallas, September 23rd on Fight Pass. October 23rd.
Let's get into it for Fury Amateur Series 40. We know you can